Hey guys, in this video we're going to go over some A subs on Inferno. This comes from the NaVi Vitality match, so let's get started. So this first one is going to be a double porch one hall setup. So I want to highlight how they actually get this player on top of this balcony area here. So you can see that Perfecto is going to jump on top of the little haystack. Then Simple is just simply going to jump on top of his head and then make the jump towards the balcony. And I think doing it this way is a lot easier than what a lot of other people do, which is simply rely on the person making the jump from this balcony here. A lot of the time, or sometimes rather, people will fail this jump and then the whole setup gets slowed down because of it. I think this is a much more surefire way to ensure that this player gets on top of this balcony. So what happens then is that while that happens, Electronic is going to throw a Molotov towards the end of halls. This is to prevent any terrorists from moving up too quickly. And then Simple, from this spot, because it's such a powerful position, he's simply going to take contact on everything towards the bracket boiler area. Perfecto, he's going to be playing anti-flash here. So in the event that Simple does get flashed, Perfecto will still be able to fight. And after that, Electronic is going to move towards the pit area, and he's going to be responsible for watching Hall. So this is a really good setup to use if you have two players towards the porch side area. This next example is just going to be a simple one player towards arch, one player porch, one player halls. But what I want to highlight here is how Perfecto actually re-smokes middle. He actually goes next to this barrel, does a little jump throw, and then this smoke will land right here. It's a great way to re-smoke middle without having to expose yourself towards brackets. And what I also want to highlight is how Simple uses the smoke. So Simple, he's going to use the smoke to kind of cover himself a little bit from middle, and he's going to use it to peek towards boiler. And this is a really good angle because anybody who comes from boiler, they're instantly dead here. They have no chance against this angle because basically as they come down the stairs, the operator is going to be able to see their feet and their stomach way before this person is able to see their toes at all. So really good angle to use if you're an operator. And meanwhile, what you can kind of see is that Perfecto, he's the porch side player. He's playing anti-flash here. So even in the event that somebody tries to pop through middle or some kind of flash is used to push Simple off this angle, Perfecto is going to be there and he's going to be ready to fight because he's not going to be blinded. This next example, he's just going to be a simple arch bait setup. So we're going to have RPK here towards this moto angle, and then Shocks, he's just completely hiding towards this cubby side. We're going to see Zaiwu is going to be rotating through the arch side like this as well. And how this bait is going to get set up is that RPK is going to be spotting first while Shocks and Zaiwu are going to get ready to strike. So RPK, he takes contact first. Notice how Shocks doesn't peek immediately after, because sometimes, this is common for this to happen. He just waits a little bit, waits till Zaiwu gets in position, and then they strike together. And I think this is a really good arch bait setup. A lot of the time you'll see this setup used where this player is here instead of Moto. And I actually think that the Moto one's better because this arch one, it's harder to cover your teammate after you get spotted, right? Because you can kind of imagine if you're this arch player, you get spotted here, a T can just post up on you while the other guy clears your teammate. While on this one, if you're here, right, the terrorist who first spots you, he's gonna have a hard time trying to kill this player without you constantly peeking him. So that's why I think this bait should more often than not be set up for Moto rather than arch. So this next example is going to be a hall setup where you have one player porch, and this is something that you want to do if you have an op. So what Zaiwu is going to do, he's going to be posting up on this side here, and he's going to be holding the left side of the halls, while RPK, he's going to be scaling the left side, and he's going to watch the right. Meanwhile, while this happens, Shocks, he's going to be throwing utility towards the middle to prevent any kind of mid push. So as you can see, Zaiwu holding towards the left, RPK holding towards the right. Shocks just constantly throwing utility, preventing the terrorists from being able to push towards middle. And essentially, this utility is kind of just funneling the terrorists towards the halls area. As you can see, Flamey, now he feels pressure that he needs to make a play towards this halls area. And Zaiwu able to get that kill. And the RPK, they're going to start falling back after the kill. And Shocks just throwing more utility to allow the CTs to be able to reset into different positions. So really good bait setup to use towards the halls area. So this next example is going to be one where if you have an op towards that moto side and you have two players towards site, it's a really good setup to use. So Zaiwu is simply going to be watching towards that arch area, and RPK, he's going to be playing on top of this box while Shocks plays in this corner. And what you're going to see here is that when the exec starts coming closer, RPK, he's going to drop this one way. He's He's going to drop this one-way smoke here. It's going to land next to the box. And he can still kind of see above the smoke because he's on top of the box, right? And I'm going to rewind this just a little bit to highlight ZywOo's smoke. So you see that RPK throws this smoke, and then ZywOo, he's also going to throw a smoke here. And what this smoke does for ZywOo is it prevents him from getting shot from anyone who comes out along the halls area, right? Sometimes there's this little angle where you can get shot from halls. It's right about here, right? So ZywOo is just throwing a smoke to prevent that from happening as well. So as the take happens, ZywOo is going to get the first kill, and once again, because of that smoke, he doesn't have to worry about the player halls. He's going to try to flash and try to get another one. He's not going to quite get it yet though. He's actually going to go down. And this is where the smoke from RPK is so good. He's able to find the first one. Even the player on Moto is going to take him down as well. And he's going to get that last one. That one-way smoke is just so good towards the site. People can't Molotov it as well. And for people to get closer towards the site to be able to kill him, Shox is in the corner as well. So not only do you have to deal with RPK in the corner, even if you wrap around wider, Shox is going to be able to get you from the side as well. So really, really good setup if you have both players in the site. So this next example here is going to be an aggressive hall setup. So this is what you should do if you have somebody who's going to aggress towards the halls. Simple has a shotgun this particular round, but this will work with an op as well. So how this works is that Perfecto, he's going to be playing from the arch side. He's simply using his utility to block middle. And then Electronic, he's going to be watching the halls here to prevent anybody from coming up through the window. And Simple, he's going to be going for the aggressive halls peek. So he's able to get that first kill. And just look at how Perfecto is just throwing utility towards that middle area. Electronic, he's still watching towards this window side area. So even if somebody tries to go through the window to trade Simple, Electronic's going to be right there to get the kill. And this utility towards middle just prevents any terrorists from being able to wrap around on Electronic towards the porch side. So this is how you should do it if you're going to have somebody aggress towards the halls area. So this next example, this is going to be something that you can use at the very start of the round. This is going to be a boost towards the middle. And what's going to happen here is that ZywOo and RPK is going to stand right about here, just enough so he doesn't get shot from the player playing from T steps. And then ZywOo is going to jump on top of his head and be able to peek down towards the middle. And he's able to get that kill towards the player on the tunnel. He can also get that kill towards the player on the ramp. But either way, it's a really good boost to use if you want to get a pick towards the middle, because the player on the other end generally isn't going to be expecting you to be peeking up that high. And you're also going to see that Shox immediately after that kill happens, he's going to throw a Molotov towards middle to basically block middle and to give the CT some time to be able to reset into different positions. But overall, really good thing that you can do at the start of the round to get an early pick at middle. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked what you saw, please drop a like and subscribe as well. If you have any ideas or if you have any feedback, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.